How's it going, guys? What's up, Ada here? Today, I'm going to be showing you how to get full body tracking on the Quest 2 standalone. No PC attached, no air link to a computer. All you need is an iPhone. For only 18 bucks, the app PinoQuest can get you full body tracking on Quest 2 standalone. It's not the best, but I mean, look at this. I can move my legs, I can jam, I can go down. It's a little buggy sometimes, but I mean, look at this. I can move my hips. I'm standalone Quest 2. Okay, see, it does that every once in a while, but it's also because I'm recording. So let's get right into the video. All you need for the requirements is just an iPhone that has a camera. So you're going to go to your app store. You're going to go ahead and download PinoQuest. It's a free app made by a developer called PinoSoft. It supports Quest 2, Quest 1, and Quest Pro. Once it's downloaded, you're going to want to go ahead and open the app. It says subscription, 6 trackers, so it's an annual plan, and it's only $18. Considering how well this works in-game and just how fun it is to be Quest standalone full body tracking, $18 for a year plan with a 3-day free trial to see if you like it is absolutely amazing. So once you get this plan right here, so when you get your subscription or free trial activated, you're going to be met with this screen, PinoQuest Drive Your Avatar. So your IP address of your PC, you're gonna go ahead and get that through your Quest. To get this, you're going to have to go into your Quest, the bottom left of the Oculus home bar, and click on the square where it shows your battery and your Wi-Fi. So once you click on that, it should open the settings tab, the little launchpad setting area. I'll have pictures of it during the video. You're going to go to the top left and click the Wi-Fi, and then click on the Wi-Fi you're connected to, the one with the blue check mark next to it, and scroll down so you can show advanced options. Once you click that, scroll down a little bit more, and your IP address of your Quest 2 headset or Quest 1 will be right there. So you're going to want to go ahead and input that into here. I'll go ahead and input mine. And then you're going to want to put your height. So as you can see, your height. To do centimeters, you simply type a number. To do feet and inches, you want to put 2 dots in between, just like this. So this would be 5 foot ... 10 inches, just like that. So say I'm 6'2" in real life, you do 6 ... 2. I happen to find centimeters works better, and if the trackers aren't completely at your feet, go ahead and exaggerate your height a little bit to make your full body tracking avatar within VRChat a little bit bulkier. So I am about 187 centimeters in real life, but I exaggerated it. The developer PinoSoft told me in Discord to try about 195, and that seems to work good, but I've been doing 197. And then you're going to want to go ahead and input the game. Currently there's only VRChat beta because it allows OSC tracking. And then when you press a link here, this will pop up. So it's actually a camera. It's a black screen, but it's a camera. I'm not going to show you guys what I'm looking at, but you can use the front or back camera. The orange arrow at the bottom middle is showing you the orientation that the phone should be in while working. I usually always have the body stabilizer on because it helps tremendously. But at this point, the phone is ready to be set up and calibrated to your Quest 2 headset for full body tracking. Simple as that. So when you're setting up the phone, you want it about hip waist or a little bit below, facing towards you, either of the cameras. Lots of people like using the front-facing camera that's facing you, like the selfie cam, when they're setting it up, because they can actually see the body tracking while they're playing. I personally like using the back camera because my phone supports the ultra-wide zoom, so I can get a way bigger zoom around my room, so I can walk further places, because it's zoomed out more, and the front camera, the selfie cam, is zoomed in a little bit more, so the tracking is technically more precise, but you can't go as many places. So you want it about hip height, and I'd say about 5 to maybe 10 feet away from you. Not 10, that's a little much. Yeah, about 4 to 7 feet away is what I've been standing, and it works quite well. So hip height, about you stand 4 to 7 feet away from it, and make sure your phone is completely vertical, 90 degrees to what you're setting it on. It can be a little off, but again, your tracking will be a little off. The more vertical you have it, the better tracking it will be. So when you're setting your phone up, if you have a tripod, if you have maybe like binder clips that you can put on the edge of the phone to stand up, Anything that makes your phone vertical, standing at about hip height or a few inches below hip height will work the best. Another common thing for people to experience errors when calibrating or using the full body tracking is they have either baggy clothes on, they have a mirror in the background, which is causing the trackers to go crazy. They have the same colored clothes as their background, say black shirt, black pants with maybe a black chair behind you. That sometimes messes the tracking up. I've found wearing either tight clothing or less clothing is better because it can track body parts more specifically. And when you're wearing baggy clothing, it sometimes takes a second for your actual leg in the clothes to move to the outside of the baggy clothes, so it's going to take a second to track. So less is better in this case. And I wear very neutral colors. I'm wearing a white shirt with gray shorts, and it's working perfectly for me right now on my test runs. So when you have your phone set up at about waist level and you're ready to go, this is when you need to use the calibrate button at the top right. You put your headset on, and you need to look with your headset directly in the line of sight of your phone. So it doesn't matter the height, really, or like how tall you are, how close you are to your phone. This is only for tracking the middle of calibration. So you want to get in line with your phone camera, look directly in line of sight with your phone, and press that calibrate button at the top right there. And that will calibrate it so it knows when you're looking directly at your phone, that is when you're standing completely straight. If it's not calibrated correctly, your tracking within VRChat maybe slightly to the left, maybe slightly to the right. You could even be facing completely backwards depending on how you calibrated on accident. But always make sure your headset on your head is looking directly towards your phone. Click the calibrate button and you should be good. Alright, now that you got everything ready on your phone, you can put your headset on and get ready to get to tracking, I should say. And it's really laggy recording because I'm on the VRChat beta, like we addressed earlier. You don't need it if you have OSC in your regular VRChat, like you got rolled out the OSC feature already. So this is the next step once you have your phone propped up, facing you, and your headset calibrated to the phone. So what you're going to want to do is hold down on Oculus either Y on your left hand or B on your right hand to get this expression wheel open. So you're going to want to go to Options, maneuver over to Options with your thumbstick. Go down to OSC here. And you're going to want to enable OSC. And before you enable it, if you want to check if the trackers are tracking, if you pop up this screen, you can see that it's working. So if I move my hip, a lot of stuff goes off. So that just means you enabled it. So you can go to OSC, and yeah, you're going to want to enable this. That's the first step to getting full body tracking. So you can actually go ahead and get rid of the debug menu here. So now, since the OSC is on, I already have full body tracking enabled, so it's already going to be on for me. What you're going to have to do is go into your menu, and you're going to notice a new feature called Calibrate FBT, Calibrate Full Body Tracking. It's in the position, if you're looking for it, where your sit to stand button would usually be. So you're going to want to click on it, and it's going to take you to the good old-fashioned T-pose. So I use the axis ones because it's easier to see outside of avatars instead of little dots, and how to change that, because by default it's little dots. You're going to want to go right here on your interactions menu to the settings bar. Scroll down a little bit until you get to tracking and IK. And it's right here, tracker. So there's spheres, which is the default. As you can see, I can't see my hip and chest ones anymore. System box, but I like to use axis. And I lock my head. Default, it's on this one where it's lock your hips, but I like to lock my head. Make sure your height's correct before you enable it. So once you get to the tracker to make sure everything's good, you want to head back. And you basically just want to line yourself up correctly. You don't have to do the T-pose. You want to keep your controllers mostly still, because if you T-pose and move your hands, your axis starts getting messed up. So if you have your hands at your side, aim them correctly, you're going to want to set, you can see that it's full body and tracking right now. So it's tracking that, it's tracking my hips a little bit. So you want to get everything lined up correctly. Sometimes you have to position your head up and down, but you just want to get it just right for you. So put my head down. I usually work at my ankles, try and get my ankles lined up here. So right about there. Then you just click your triggers together on your controllers, both of them at the same time. And boom. You have full body tracking. It should be nice and lined up. If it's a little laggy, just give it a second. And for me, it's laggy because I'm recording. But yeah, you have full body tracking now. You can do a lot of stuff to change it. It's like, wha-bam, wha-bam, and you can jump. Okay, it's a little laggy since I'm recording, but so yeah, under the settings tab, there's a lot of stuff you can change here. Like there's tracking things like the setup for stuff. You can change this, your calibration visuals. You can confirm the calibration, locomotion animation. So like when I walk right now, I still have my walk animation, but you can turn that off to where you kind of just float. And yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff. You can go upside down if you want. It does work. I've tried it. Hurts my neck though. But have fun, and let's see what you guys got. Tell me in the comments if it worked for you. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.